are continuing our journey up to Baja before the hurricane season sets in. This week, we land in a special little fishing town known as Puerto Angel.
Our next destination. Surprisingly, they're all wonderful out here. Starting to change my mind about Mexico.
Where are we off to next?
I think Puerto or something?
Puerto Angel.
Angel. That's where I'm going. Puerto Angel. It'll probably be a nice place like this. I have not been disappointed with Mexico yet.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so we're off to Puerto Angel, and it's a little bit of a, I think it might be a touristic town. Some people who were there earlier this year said the swell, well, it's a little rocky, but they also said that it was rocky in other places that we've been, and it hasn't been, so maybe their version of rocky and our version of rocky after Linton Bay is a little bit different, but we'll see how it is. Might have to lay us there and anchor, we'll see. But excited to see another town in Mexico. So off we go. And it's only like 3 hours. And it would be a downwind sail if we had more wind, but we might be going as fast as the wind, so we'll see. See how it goes. Sail up the Mexican coast hasn't been as great as we were hoping. Weather reports generally showed winds coming from a different direction than they actually were. So Riri wisely suggested that each time we left port to go out and see how the winds were, and then decide from there. This time out, the winds weren't on our nose, but following from behind, but still weren't quite strong enough to turn off the motor and not be rocking all over the place. But at least putting out the Genoa gave us a little push. Got a fishy! There he is. It's not mine. Yeah, let him go. Yeah, it's just a skipjack. Just let him go. That's what we caught the last time. Hey buddy, you're gonna let go. I'm gonna let you go. Yeah. That's what we caught the last time.
Oh, it doesn't have that thing in the center. This looks like a tuna. I've caught tuna before, but I've never seen that line on the back of them. And that one had it. This one didn't.
Well, I decided to let it go because I thought it was a skipjack. It looked a lot like the last skipjack that we caught. But Riri says it was a tuna, so if you know what it is, comment below. But we really need to know. Obviously, like mahi-mahi are easy to spot, and like sailfish, etc., marlin, whatever. But we're not super...
I'm a freshwater guy. I've never fished it.
Yeah, like Riri's always fished in the freshwater, so we're kind of still new saltwater sailors. And we don't really have a guide as to like what kind of fish you can catch here. So we're not always sure what we're catching. So it may have been a delicious tuna. He has another day of life now until somebody else catches them. Yeah, we definitely need a book or a guide as to what kind of fish we can catch out here. But the guy we talked to in a restaurant, the last place he said that sailfish and mahi-mahi are what is mainly caught at this time right now. So yellowfin tuna look like? Those are easy to spot, but there's so many types that, anyway. So, we put the line back out, try again, but we only have less than an hour to go until we get to the anchorage. So we'll see what we catch. Alright, so we've made it here to Puerto, and oh my gosh, it is pretty stunning around us. And there's this giant rock right behind us. There's a lot of pangas in here, so it's kind of trying to figure out where to anchor, or the best place to anchor. But I think we're in a pretty good spot.
Only place between the pangas and the balls.
Yeah, the only place between the pangas and the balls, exactly.
Yeah, it's a nice place. There's a hell of a lot of boats, a lot of pangas, so I don't know what's going on. Like,
there's a lot of pangas, like on the beach.
It's littered with them.
Alright, so we decided to fill up the fuel tanks all the way to the top. And there's no fuel station here in Puerto Angel, so we took a taxi to a nearby town, which is like all the way in the mountains. It's about 25-30 minutes away. And we got our 15 gallons of diesel in our jugs. But we're wondering how all the launches down here, like where do they get their gas from? Because there are a ton of launches and there's nothing close by. And we came back from the gas station and this is how they have them. That's how they get their gas. And then here's ours. I feel like we need jugs like theirs. But yeah, that's insane because there's so many launches, but there's not a gas station anywhere nearby. So we just came up to the beach because we're gonna go get fruit and veg, and we're just seeing like what these guys bring in. Hola. El Dorado, sí.
Dorado.
Sí.
Dorado.
Es muy grande.
Sí. ¿Quieres tomarte una foto con el dorado? No.
No.
I have photos con Dorado.
Fotos con dorado.
Sí. Oh my gosh. Wow. ¿Cuándo es
A ver, parce, ¿tú le hablas un poco el inglés? Sí.
last night? Did you catch it last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is Maki.
Yeah.
It's for 5 kilos.
Look how big this guy is.
This one is 10 kilos.
Holy crap.
Muchos Dorado.
The
That's okay, yeah. Sol Dorado.
Solo Dorado, or do you catch other fish as well? Just Solo Dorado. Wow. Where do you sell? Who do you sell it to?
In Mexico.
In the city? Yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. That's one night. Is this like, do you go out every night?
Yeah.
Cada noche? What? Oh, wow. More. See how they clean it too? They take out everything. Wow, that's awesome. That thing is huge. Good job. That Dorado is huge. Like a guy said, he sells it all to the city in Mexico. That's crazy. I know. Do you eat bananas? So at the fresh produce market here, and yeah, got a good little selection. We don't really need a whole lot, but we definitely got some watermelon. But yeah, this is a selection here. look good. Not much to the little town. It's cute, small, has what you need. Yeah, a lot of these launches are just coming in. I guess they went out this morning maybe, but they're coming in with loads of mahi-mahi, or dorado as it's known here. I mean, that's what we've caught, a lot of mahi too, but man, this is insane. Apparently a lot of mahi-mahi is out there. Hola. Hay mucho. Ah, shark. ¿Qué es eso?
Tiburón. Shark.
Shark, yeah. Well, it's kind of sad to see the sharks. Those sharks smell so bad. There's definitely a lot of mahi-mahi they catch too. That was insane. The main livelihood of the people of Puerto Angel seems to be the fishing. The amount of work that goes into it is very impressive. These men work all day and all night to be able to provide for their families, and it isn't an easy job. I can't be for sure if these were the longliners or not, which are well known to be fishing illegally along the coast of Mexico, but it did make me sad to see the shark and to know it will be only used for its fin. On the other hand, it is also hard to judge the work these guys do. If there are buyers, they will keep providing with whatever means necessary. And to be clear, this isn't me saying not to eat fish, as I love it as much as you may. But contrary to maybe an unpopular opinion, there are more sustainable ways to fish. But the fact is, then a lot of these guys would be out of a job. Finally walking the inside of the wall that sits behind the boat. It's very impressive. There is a beautiful stone pathway that connects the two beaches in Puerto Angel, where the giant rock that sits behind our boat is smack in the middle of. All day long you will see folks walking back and forth between the two areas. And at nighttime it is beautifully lit up with lamps along the path. Some of the wall didn't survive.
Kind of a roller away.
What? Yeah. Oh wow, look at
that side bit. This one's
This is a good thing it's lit at nighttime. May fall in.
This restaurant's pretty amazing. It's actually built on the side of a rock. It's just hanging off the side.
Looks pretty cool. Take a walk up. Oh, no, he went in a circle. Wasn't ready yet. Wasn't ready yet. Where's he going?
I'm trying to catch it so it's
The waves, yeah. Alright, gonna attempt number 2. This is pure entertainment. These guys. Yeah.
You can see the swell down there. There it is. It's timed it perfectly.
That's great. Woo! That's awesome. So amazing. It's kind of great entertainment watching these guys do this. As Riri said, that the one guy who did the circle just now was just timing the swell. And when the swell was coming in big, that's when he went and he did it perfectly. He got pretty far up the beach. But
Yeah, rode it all the way up 3/4 of the beach.
yeah, it's amazing what these guys do with their pangas and how they ride them up.
The abuse that these motors gets.
I know, yeah, right. Pretty impressive though. Traveling by land, I feel that many would never come and visit places like Puerto Angel. I feel so fortunate to be able to move my home and find places like here exist. And to know that my home, my ride, my boat help me to be able to see places like these that are off the beaten path of the typical tourist trail. But next week, we continue our way north with better winds and get to a place that is very famous for many different reasons. Until next time, cheers!